Watch the Mega Millions drawing live tonight here on TV23. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Good Tuesday, everybody. How are you today? Today is August 23rd, 2016. Welcome to the Real High Plains Today here on TV23. You know what we're going to do today? We're going to show you, I went down and shot a bunch of B-roll at the Seward County PRCA Rodeo over the weekend, and we're going to just kind of let that run today. All right, in the meantime, let's take a look at happenings. Well, the Dodge City Community College enrollment looks to be the same as last year. Now, head count as of last week was 1,629. At this time last year, the head count was 1,561. Those are pretty close. President Harold Nolte said that numbers are up in housing, and some students are living in a hotel because Sheldon Hall, one of the main dormitories, is undergoing renovations. And also coming up, probably towards the end of this, or the end of September, plans are underway for an open house for the new Activity Center, which is in its last stage of completion there on campus. And officials with Penn Air, Liberal's new air carrier, will be in Liberal today from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Rock Island Depot. Now, the Chief Operating Officer, Ground Operations Manager, and a sales representative will be in attendance. Now, the Penn Air representatives will be able to visit and answer any questions that you may have. Now, Penn Air will officially take over operations at Liberal's Municipal Airport on September 15th, as well as the Dodge City Airport. And Charles Jeffrey has been selected as the new conductor for the Southwest Symphony Society Orchestra in Liberal, according to Kay Bertzloff, president of the local nonprofit. Now, the former conductor, Mark Kompan, moved to South Korea to teach. Jeffrey moved to the area this summer to be the vocal music instructor with the Turpin, Oklahoma school system. He has previously taught at the Millwood Arts Academy and other Oklahoma public schools. Jeffrey has 2 bachelor degrees in music performance and music education from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. The Southwest Symphony Society is a liberal nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting classical and contemporary music in the community, utilizing the talents of local and professional musicians. And companies who haven't already contracted to exhibit at this year's 3i Show are encouraged to do so now to get in on the KFRM radio spin. Now, one lucky exhibitor will receive a 6-month news sponsorship on KFRM valued at $2,400. Exhibitors need only drop their business card in the drawing box located at KFRM's exhibit space. Now, the winner, who does not need to be present to win, will be drawn at 2 p.m. on Saturday, October 15th in the KFRM booth. For complete information regarding the 62nd Annual 3i Show to be held October 13th through the 15th, all you got to do is go to 3ishow.com. And yes, we have ours in. We'll be broadcasting live from the 3i Show in Dodge City in October. And in a little more than a week, a new Federal Aviation Administration rule takes effect that lowers the barrier for commercial use of small drones. Now, those weighing 55 pounds or less. The small unmanned aircraft rule lowers the qualifications of the person operating the drone commercially from holding a recreational or sport pilot certificate, which require classroom time, flying with an instructor, and completion of a solo flight. Now, instead, the new rule that takes effect August 29th requires the pilot to hold a remote pilot airman certificate with a small UAS, which stands for Unmanned Aircraft System, rating, which is awarded after passing a written aeronautical knowledge test at an FAA-approved testing center. Other requirements are that the applicant be no younger than 16 and be checked by the Transportation Security Administration. And by the way, that starts on Monday. All right, you know you can still get in on the drawing for a KDGL TV 23 30-ounce Rambler. All you got to do is send us an email, cup@kdgltv.com, or send us a postcard, TV23, KDGL, P.O. Box 447, Sublette, America 67877. According to the FCC, those are the only 2 ways that you can enter. And Get them in. Tell us where you live and how we can get this to you. Be back with, we got some moisture rolling in towards the end of the week. We'll look at weather after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV 23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Something I feel when I'm right here, something that tells me that I'm This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And welcome back as we look off westward on the TV 23 tower cam. I don't know. Not too many clouds out there today. Taking a look at our readings here at the station right now. 84 degrees, relative humidity pretty low. Yesterday, remember, it was 67%. Today, 45%. Still got a goodly amount of wind out there, southwest at 20. It's been blowing pretty much since yesterday, all through the night into this morning. Barometric pressure holding steady. Taking a look at the current temperatures around the viewing area, everybody in the 80s, except you get down to Guyman into 90 and Liberal as well. Looking at our current dew points, everybody around the area except Medicine Lodge already at 70 on the dew point scale. Everybody else in the upper 50s to 60s. All right, we got a lot of wind around the area. Everybody is up into the 20s except for Medicine Lodge, Elkhart, and Lamar. Other than that, though, they'll be getting there yet today. Taking a look at our highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport. We did get to 89 yesterday, 103 back in 1973. 61 was the overnight low, 53 back in 1966. We're still holding at 1.5 inches of precipitation for the month of August. All right, here we go on the forecast today. 94 for the high today. Winds are going to be out of the south-southwest at 17. Then tonight, low of 66. Winds aren't going to lay down much, just a little bit. Still be out of the south-southwest at 11. All right, then tomorrow we do have a 20% chance of precipitation. 85 for the high, partly sunny. Otherwise, west winds at 10. Now there is a chance of rain because there is a cold front sliding into Kansas. It's up over the Dakotas right now, and it's going to be sliding this way starting late tomorrow. So that gives us, for tomorrow night, a 40% chance of precipitation, low of 59, mostly cloudy. Winds will be out of the north at 15. As that front moves through, you can see that the winds are going to switch around and come out of the north. All right, now, there is no chance of precipitation today, but Later on this afternoon, there is a chance in a line drawn probably from Hayes down through Dodge City into Mineola. Any parts east of there could perhaps see some severe weather later on this afternoon, early this evening. Other than that, we're looking at our chances here in far southwestern Kansas, rolling in on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that's a look at the weather. Be back with the markets and the rodeo highlights after this.
It's not his new group of friends. It's not the video games. It's not the neighborhood.
Mom, do I have to go to school today?
The biggest threat to your child's future could be you. Every day they miss, even in middle school, puts their graduation at risk.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
As the owner of a business, I'm responsible for all these kids. No, I can't make sure they get all the fruits and veggies they need, or that they have good table manners, or that they use their inside voices, but I can make sure they get the support they need by reporting all my new hires to the state of Kansas.
When you report new hires, you make sure non-custodial parents pay their child support so kids get what they need to succeed in life.
Join me in doing one simple thing to help kids.
Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV 23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV 23.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans.
These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids.
Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. So is the solution.
play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
And we're back on this. It's a nice Tuesday today. A little breezy, but not bad. All right, last Friday night, I attended the Seward County PRCA Rodeo, and the first thing I did when I walked up is, that's what I saw. The main event right there. The bucking bulls were all parked in their pens there right behind the bucking chutes. And just over on the other side, you had a bunch of the bareback and saddle bronc riders getting ready for the competition. They're all over there just kind of gathered, and everybody's getting loose. There you can see saddle bronc rider sitting there in his saddle. Now that is a PRCA certified saddle. Everybody's saddle pretty much the same equipment. And they're all just kind of getting loose and getting ready to go as the rodeo gets underway. Had a really good time, good crowd. Oh yeah, there's one of the bulls too. They look so docile, just sitting there, nobody messing with them. Even when they're standing in the bucking chute, you can see a bunch of the bucking horses there also behind them. All that was, and our good friend CJ Wetstein, he was there. And here you had the PA announcer, and that man on the left is Doug Munsell. He is from Ulysses, Kansas. He is the rodeo coach at Dodge City Community College, and they're talking about the program and stuff that he's going to be doing. He kind of fills a lot of space. And then they got started. They had the calf roping. There's a lot of calf ropers there. And of course, it's come out, fastest guy, you got to get him roped. The horse, 2 wraps and a half hitch. Then the horse has to keep the rope tight. And then the other thing is, once they get the calf tied and they get back on the horse, they'll ride forward, take the slack out of the rope, and then that calf has to lay there and stay tied for a total of 6 seconds for it to be, in order to be timed. And of course, if you break the barrier, you're going to get a 5-second penalty. Also, the calf you got to give the calf a head start. A lot of good calf ropers there. Some of them had a little problem though. I think we got one coming up. And yeah, that's the one. He'll be going home with no money. Now, that was not the horse's fault. That would be operator error as the cowboy missed the calf. And this poor guy here, I felt so bad for him while I was shooting this. He did a good job of getting the calf roped, got it turned, he came back, he flanked the calf, got it down, and then he had a heck of a time with his piggin string trying to get the calf tied. Now while they're tying the calf, you do have a time limit. If you take longer than 25 seconds, of course, then you get a no time. You can see the horse was doing his job, it's keeping the rope tight. It's even pulling the calf. And then the guys from the Rafter G Rodeo Company out of Texas coming in to turn the calf loose. Moved on now, the saddle bronc riders, they're getting all set up. They kind of know which horses they're going to ride. They get their saddle on there and they get down and they just get just enough of that rope rein. It's just on a halter. He's going to get set in his saddle, going to get the horse standing just the way he wants him. Guy there on the right, he's going to pull the cinch tight, the flank strap tight. That's what makes the horse buck, or even the bulls. He's going to have them let it out, pull the strap, and there they go. This guy made it about 4 jumps, and he was done. The biggest thing about saddle bronc riders, they're a little goofy. If they get hung up in that stirrup, I don't know how you're going to get your foot out. Not good. And if you're not setting just right and mark the horse out, you're not going to make the ride either. Talk about marking the horse out. You got to have your spurs up over the shoulders of the horse for the first jump out of the chute. You can kind of see it right here. And then he starts to spurn. That's where they score all their points. The better they ride, the more spurs. Now this guy almost made the buzzer, but that last little jump kind of got him up out of the saddle and he was done. Now here's the PA announcer. I know his first name was Doug. I can't remember his last name. This guy is kind of like me. He just couldn't shut up, but he keeps the rodeo moving. And he knows a little bit of something about everything.
Texas to win the rodeo back in May.
And then the ladies even got into the action. This is the Women's Rodeo Association, and they are running the barrels, cloverleaf barrel pattern for time. This is just fastest horse across the starting line. They have an electronic timer set up there. Fastest horse, down, around, and back wins. You can see they always have to turn away from the barrel, come in, and then turn back the opposite direction. Then they'll cross over, turn away, and like I said, fastest horse home wins. You can see all those saddles have a breast collar on them because as that horse really starts to dig for home after the third barrel, the saddle kind of has a tendency to rock back just a little bit. You can see this girl, she was left-handed, I'm guessing. She started with the left barrel first. It was a lot of fun to watch, though, and you can see a lot of, pretty good crowd there. Really good crowd. I think they even had they had a bigger crowd on Saturday night, so Seward County PRCA Rodeo was pretty much a big success, I think. A lot of sponsorship from Chrysler Corner, Seaboard Farms. All right, now we're down to the nitty-gritty, the bull riding. And you can see they have a cinch rope on these bulls. That's what makes them buck. And yeah, they're Doug Munsell and Wacy Munsell, his son, and a couple other bullfighters there. Now, Doug spends his time in the barrel. He's the barrel man out there. Slide up high on that hand. That rope is all rosin. They wrap it around their hand twice and hang on. And hang on for 8 seconds. And a bull's skin is unlike a horse. It rolls, and so as he's bucking and twisted, it's kind of like being on an e-ticket ride at Disneyland. This one came out and just turned right in the chute, hesitated, and then the guy fell in the well. What they call in the well? He got on the inside of the spin, done. Now this bull's name was Johnny Cash. It was the man in black. He came out, and this was a national finals rodeo bull. He was kind of ornery. You can see, once the buzzer sounded, he was done. He took off, and he was not heading for the gate. So they chased him around for a while. One of the pickup men with Rafter G did get a rope on him, but the bull, before he could get it wrapped on his saddle horn, the bull jerked it out of his hand, and so the clowns got the rope back for him. And so he proceeded to bring that bull back to the bucking chutes, back to the gate to get him out of the arena. That horse was working pretty hard pulling that bull because he did not want to go.
Hey, did you hear about that guy that got in a buzzsaw accident down there? No, I didn't.
There you can see he's getting the rope wrapped. They run their hand up and down that rope to get the rosin all heated up so it's good and sticky. So they wrap that around their hand twice and through their fingers. Throw the tail out of the way so that all it takes is a pull and that releases their hand so they don't get hung up. See, this guy's going old school. He's not wearing a helmet. He's got the vest on, but he does not have the helmet. A lot of these bull riders anymore wear these protecting vests. And he's ready. He just got off to the right side and couldn't get back. We had a good time out there. You know, the rodeos lasted about 2.5 hours. It was a good time. Kudos to the Seward County Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association Rodeo. So when it comes around next year, you need to get out there. It was a good time. Stick around to be back with some sports after this.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers. Right now.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Hey, the Kansas City Chiefs took the first step toward getting outside linebacker Tamba Hali ready for the season opener on September 11th against San Diego, activating the 11-year veteran from the physically unable to perform list yesterday. Now, the Chiefs have gone to great lengths to rest Hali, who has played the last few seasons on somewhat bad knees. After undergoing a knee scope during the offseason, he missed the team's 3-week training camp in St. Joe, which ended last Thursday. Now, he also sat out most of the Chiefs' practices last season. And less than 24 hours after the close of the Rio Olympics, Ryan Lochte took a major financial hit Monday for a drunken incident he initially tried to pass off as an armed robbery. What an idiot. In quick succession, 4 sponsors announced they were dumping the swimmer, who has since apologized and conceded that he embellished what happened during a now infamous stop at a Rio gas station. Swimsuit company Speedo USA, clothing giant Ralph Lauren, and skincare firm Sonora Candela issued statements less than 3 hours apart, all with the same message. Lochte is out. Before the day was done, Japanese mattress maker Airweave followed suit, essentially wiping out Lochte's income away from the pool. Oh well. Speedo said they'd give $50,000 to Brazilian charities instead of paying Lochte. All right, let's take a look at weather. It's gone up a degree, 85 degrees, relative humidity 43%. Winds are out of the south-southwest, picking up a little bit at 14. Barometric pressure holding steady. All right, we don't have any rain in the forecast for here in southwestern Kansas, but if you draw a line from Hayes, Dodge down through Mineola, east of there, could have a chance. Go out and make it a great Tuesday, everybody. I'll see you back here tomorrow.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. People are people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around the world, only to find what I already know. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah. This is the place.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally. I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands? My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the-right seat to make sure your child is protected.